In the direct pathway, the substantia nigra releases dopamine onto the striatum. This activates D1 medium spiny neurons. The striatum then releases GABA onto the globus pallidus interna. GABA stops the globus pallidus interna from inhibiting the thalamus. The thalamus now communicates with the motor cortex and movement occurs. In the indirect pathway, the substantia nigra releases dopamine onto the striatum. This time it is taken up by the D2 medium spiny neurons. The striatum then stops releasing GABA onto the globus pallidus externa. The globus pallidus externa can now release GABA to inhibit the subthalamic nucleus. The subthalamic nucleus no longer activates the globus pallidus interna. The thalamus is no longer inhibited by the globus pallidus interna, meaning it can communicate with the motor cortex and movement can occur. Parkinson's disease is characterized by a loss of up to 70% of dopamine-producing neurons in the substantia nigra. This means there is an insufficient amount of dopamine to transmit to the medium spiny neurons in the striatum. This impairs the functioning of both pathways. The result is bradykinesia, slow movement, or a lack of movement at all. In Huntington's disease, damage has occurred to D2 medium spiny neurons. This means that the indirect pathway's functioning is impaired. Movement can still occur, but there is loss of inhibitory output. This is reflected in the involuntary movements and tremor associated with Huntington's disease.